Is your money like a bucket with holes in it? Oh my God, have you ever felt that? Where you got a paycheck and you go, what happened to my paycheck? I just got paid on Friday. Here it is Tuesday. And where is the money? Have you ever done that? So I want to ask you to chime in the chat. It feels like it. I know Shannon said it feels like it. Sometimes it feels like, where is the money going, right? So we want to dive into how do we keep our money, especially when you have more bills than you have money. How in the world can you grow and accumulate money tax-free, even though your income might be here and your bills might be there? And then you have people that are pulling on your money. Your kids want clothes, your girlfriend, your wife, your spouse, everything. It seems like everything pulls on our money and we don't get a chance to accumulate. Now, some of you are on the other end of the spectrum, right? Where you've disciplined yourself and you've saved your money and you've accumulated your money, but then taxes come along and take it. Then the cost of living comes along and take it. Right? So everybody, all of us, whether we are at $500 or $300 a week, or whether we're at 500,000 or 300,000 a month, wherever we are economically, all of us have holes in our money bucket, right? None of us are exempt from it. So let's talk about a few of those holes in our money bucket. Those holes are taxes, right? We just finished paying taxes. I wrote off every single thing I could and still owed a little bit. So if you're self-employed, you can get a lot of tax write-offs. But how do we minimize and avoid paying Uncle Sam or pay him just his just due and not have him tapping into half our income, right? Inflation. Have you seen the gas prices? I was at the Shell last week paying $4.50 per gallon. Per gallon. We have a war. Anytime there's a war or trauma going on, what happens to inflation? It jumps up and it eats away our income, right? So that's one of the big holes in our bucket. And the other hole is risk. So if you have a 401k or a thrift savings plan, you're buying stocks. What happened to the stock market in 2020? It took a big plunge and a lot of us lost our retirement money on the market. Some of you have dibbled into different crypto and different things because you're home and you're watching these videos, so you started dipping in the market. So what happens? You lose your money on the market, right? So you got to know how to get around that. Am I right? Yep. So Shannon says, but I got a board with Richelle. I hear you. I hear you. Thanks, Shannon. I see you. And then wasting our money. Think about waste. Listen, I take my son out to eat after church every Sunday, and I found myself paying $30 to $50 every single Sunday just to go out to eat. So $50 a week, eating out one time, that's $200 a month. That Fridays or TGF Fridays gets, right? Every single, they get $200 a month from us, right? So we got to think about that and pull it back. I looked in my checking account this past week and I saw $24 a month for Experian, the credit report thing, and $24 a month for one other credit report thing, because I'm getting a house, right? So I'm keeping track of my credit, but that was $50 a month for this exact same subscription. And then I saw Google Play and I was paying out about $100 a month in subscriptions and $50 a week in eating out. That's ridiculous, right? Think about that. Waste. We waste so much money, and that is a hole in our bucket. Right? So what are the three buckets where we can place our money and try to get it to grow? So let's take a look at these three buckets.